Now, how many of you have been challenged as well in your life, okay? Who has been challenged getting online, okay, and finding success online? Let me ask you this question, okay? Who has been online now for 5 years trying to make it work? And don't be embarrassed. Many people have. Okay, cool. And who's been online for 3 years trying to make it work? Who's been online for 2 years trying to make it work? Who's been online for the past year trying to make it work? And who's been online for the past 6 months trying to make it work? I should have probably reversed that and gotten started with 6 months, because then everyone who's put their hands up for 5 years just stays throughout the whole thing, but that's okay. Yeah, so one of the things is that, you know, one of the real challenges is that what I found is when I came online, there's all these different softwares, there were all these different products, okay? You had product after product after product after product, but there wasn't many systems that actually gave you A to Z. Okay, who likes systems that give you A to Z? Okay, do you think it would make an impact if you're actually applying and using systems that were A to Z? And that's one of the big things that I found, and it wasn't until I actually found a system that was A to Z that I started making any money. Because what I found is when I was 18 years old, okay, this is when I first started to get online, I was working in a call center. Who's worked in a call center before? It's really, really hard, right? How was it? It was painful. Yeah, collections. It's horrible, yeah. I was working in a call center about 3 months. I didn't make one sale that whole 3 months. And I was in a situation where I was sitting there, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? I've got this business list in front of me. And I'd heard that local business marketing was hot, okay? Who knows that local business marketing is hot right now? Do I need to make that clear, or is that cool? Does everyone understand that? So I was thinking, okay, well, I've got this list in front of me. What do I do about it? And I was looking at it, and I thought, well, okay, I've got this business here, and I thought, well, how could I target this? How could I actually make it more relevant? And write this down. You want to target your market as much as you can. Okay, you want to target your market as much as you can. Okay, it's not enough just to say these businesses, they're on Facebook. Okay, and I'm gonna go after those businesses. Okay, you've got to target your market as much as possible. So what I did is I went and I found these businesses, and this wasn't anything to do with Facebook at the time. This was just websites. Okay, I was just finding businesses that had websites, and I had no experience in this stuff before. Okay, I just had success with an e-commerce business, and I just gone through a training about local marketing. And I went ahead and I called one of the business. The first business that I had identified needed this the most. It was the hungriest market. Because if you can identify the hungriest people, obviously those are the ones that are going to need what you have the most. So I identified this hungry business. I called him up. We had a conversation. Then he met me on that Saturday. And I was about to be fired from my job. I didn't know it at the time, but I should have assumed it. I hadn't made a sale for 3 months. And then what happened is I went ahead and I met with his business. And within a week, I'd signed a $50,000 contract. And that was my first step into offline marketing. It was for Healthy Online, healthy.co.nz in New Zealand. And I worked with them for a while, helping them with their marketing. And it really gave me a start into offline marketing. And from there, I really found that, you know, as long as you find the right people, or find the right businesses, and you approach them in the right type of way, then you can have the most success in doing that. So I find big, hungry markets. So there are literally millions of businesses out there right now, and they're all fighting for more customers. And here's how we identify them. Here's how we identify that they're a hungry market. Okay, I'm going to give you a gift here. And what we do is we basically look at these businesses. Okay, we look at them. What are they doing right now? How can we actually help them? And we identify what are the ones that are on Facebook. Okay, because the ones that are on Facebook and are not succeeding are the ones that wanted it. They wanted to get on Facebook, right? But they simply didn't know how to get on Facebook in the right type of way. Does everyone understand that? Okay, that they didn't know how to get Facebook in the right type of way. Say yes if that's the case. Yeah. Cool. And so what we do is we go and we find these pages just like this. And is this an ugly looking page? Say yes if it's an ugly looking page. Yeah. Do you think you could create a page that's better than this? Yeah. Do you think this business has any idea how ugly this page looks? Exactly. And that's what happens. So we go and find these businesses just like this. And what we have is if you want to write down, right, this is probably the most useful thing I do. Who's got a pad and pen out right now? You've all got pads and pens out right now. Why don't you write down what you see is a problem with this page? So what is a problem with this page? What are some things that you can see other than the fact that it hasn't changed to the new timeline? What are some things that are wrong with this page right here? Okay, well, we can call it out. We can do that. It's cluttered. Okay, fantastic.
Logos is not it's all different logos.
It's messy. Okay, it's messy. It's ugly. No message. Okay, no call to action. Would that be correct? No direct link to the website. Okay, where are they going to go? What else do we have? No graphics. Okay, so there's no graphics. Who knows what a custom landing page is? No one? Really? You know what it is? Say yes if you know what it is. Say yes if you know what a custom landing page is. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, there's no custom landing page. Do you think a business would be willing to pay you money if you were to add a custom landing page to this page? Fantastic. And that's what these businesses are willing to do, and they're willing to pay good money for it as well because you're the expert, okay? So what we do is we go to these businesses just like this, and what we do is, how can we, I guess, establish ourselves as experts? How can we establish ourselves as experts? Would you agree that experts establish what the problem is and then provide a solution? Because the business, if they don't know the problem, then the solution is going to be useless to them, right? They're not really going to understand what the value is of the solution. So if you want to write this down, if you want to be an expert to a business, you want to find the problem and then provide a solution. Because if it's a problem that the business hasn't thought about, or if they don't know about, then the fact is that it's going to be very valuable for them, and suddenly it'll open their eyes to what they weren't seeing before, which is very important. So this is how we got into Facebook applications and how we actually stepped into it to start off with. I had never tried this with businesses before. I'd only see this guy, Ben, he was using it with affiliate marketing. I'd never seen any Facebook marketing applications before, but we thought, well, why not? Why don't I just go and call up a business and see if they would actually be interested in one of these Facebook marketing applications? And this is really a first step into it. So what I did is I went down to a local restaurant, and I told them about all the case studies that we had, about what Ben was doing, okay, first off, because case studies determine or demonstrate return on investment. So how important is it for a business that they can see a return on their investment? Is that important? Say yes. Yeah. Exactly. So that was what we were doing. We would go ahead and we would go ahead and we would basically say that, you know, this is, we would show case studies at the start because we had nothing else. We would show affiliate marketing case studies. We had never seen any businesses using this stuff before. And we installed it in the first business that we had. They paid us $1,500 for this Facebook marketing application. The fact is that it cost us more to develop than that business paid us, but we were just happy that they came on board. And this is what happened. Okay, within a matter of days, we suddenly had a huge spike in the amount of traffic that was coming to our page. 42,000 visitors or fans that joined our page. Now, do you think a business will be willing to pay good money for that? Is that worth a few $1,000s? Not 1,500. That's worth a few thousand, right? So that's what was happening. So we thought, well, wow, we're onto something here. Okay, this could be something big. This could be something that a lot of people could really benefit from. So we started building out and finding simple ways of developing these things. Okay, generators that would allow us to do what programmers would cost us $2,000 to do, and do it in a matter of minutes and do it for free. Okay, so basically we've created a number of generators that allow us to generate these applications right here within a matter of minutes. Okay, that saves us a lot of money and are highly valuable. Do these look valuable? Do they have a high perceived value? Yeah. Do you think a business would be willing to pay $1,500 for an application that bought in? I guess you don't know the value of it because you don't even know what this thing does. Let's go what they do. Basically, what happens is with a Facebook application, we have this right here, okay? Join the contest. This is one we did for Get 10,000 Fans. Who's familiar with Get 10,000 Fans? Brian Moran. Cool. He wanted me on a webinar, so I went on a webinar with him, and I was like, we've got this new contest generator, so it's a Facebook application. I'll set it up on the webinar, and we'll show everyone what it can do. So we did this live on a webinar. We did a live demonstration for everyone about how we set this thing up. And we're just going to do a wee test to see what would happen once we got it going. So we set this thing up, and then what would happen is people would go through it, and they would click on the join contest. They would go to share with your friends and also join the newsletter so they would connect, would capture a lead. It also spreads on their wall. Okay, this post right here, I don't want to get on the thing, but that right there goes on your Facebook profile, and it also goes into the news feed. So all of your friends, so for me in my situation, I've got 2,500 friends, all of my friends get to see that on my news feed. Okay, so if they want to click through and they're interested in that, then they're going to click through and access it as well. That's how Facebook applications work. That's how they spread. Okay, is that clear to everyone, how these Facebook applications spread and how they work? Say yes if that's clear. I can't hear you. No, yes, no? Okay, we've got some mixtures. You're just trying to confuse me now, aren't you? I can see him grinning over there. Yeah. I'll get you later. So that's how they work, basically. And I can show you a demonstration a bit later on. But we've been able to reach out to a number of clients. We're doing some stuff with ClickBank now. Fortune Cookies are $1 million fortune company. And one of the reasons for that is that we've always been able to get results. Okay, it's very important that we're able to generate results for this and that businesses leave happy.